Namaskar. I'm Suruchi Das and you're watching Rhythm. Women are the backbone of any thriving society, playing pivotal roles in families, communities, and economies. Their empowerment is not just a matter of justice, but a fundamental necessity for national progress. A nation can only achieve true development when women are given equal opportunities to contribute to its growth and success. India, like many post colonial nations, has long struggled with gender disparities. While policies have been introduced to bridge this gap, effective implementation has often remained a challenge. However, in recent years, the Government of India has undertaken groundbreaking initiatives to ensure women's integration into mainstream development, reflecting a strong commitment to gender equality. Two significant reforms stand out in this journey: gender responsive budgeting and the establishment of a dedicated Ministry of Women and Child Development. These efforts provide financial and policy based support for women's welfare and signify a structural shift in governance. Introduced in the 2005 budget, gender responsive budgeting ensures that policies and resource allocation promote women's participation in economic and social spheres. Until 2024-25, the gender budgeting statement had two parts. Part A, which included schemes exclusively benefiting women, and Part B, allocating 30 to 99% of funds to women's welfare. Recognizing the need for further inclusivity, the government introduced Part C last year, covering schemes where 1 to 29% of funds benefit women and girls. Women empowerment must begin from childhood, addressing societal biases and fostering an environment where women can thrive. Recognizing this, the government launched Mission Shakti, a program balancing both welfare and security. The initiative is divided into two components: Sambal, which ensures women's safety through schemes like Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, one-stop centers, Nari Adalats, Women's Helpline, and Mahila Police Volunteers. Samarthya, which promotes economic and social empowerment through initiatives like Swadhar Graha for women in distress, Pradhan Mantri Matru Vandana Yojana, maternal health support, working women's hostels, and the National Creche Scheme. Earlier, gender-focused budgets were limited to tax reductions and small-scale benefits. Today, the government ensures women's participation in entrepreneurship, cooperative businesses, education, healthcare, and infrastructure, marking a paradigm shift in policy making. The government's commitment to women's empowerment is evident in budgetary allocations. For 2025-26, the Ministry of Women and Child Development has been allocated 26,889 crore rupees, up from 23,182 crores in the previous revised estimate. Additionally, a new scheme will provide entrepreneurship loans of up to 2 crore rupees to 5 lakh women over 5 years. This initiative, inspired by Stand Up India, will include online training, programs to enhance managerial and entrepreneurial skills. To combat malnutrition, the government has pledged to enhance cost norms for nutritional support under Saksham Anganwadi and Poshan 2.0. These programs support 8 crore children, 1 crore pregnant and lactating women, and 20 lakh adolescent girls, particularly in aspirational districts and the northeastern region. The government's visionary policies are fostering a more inclusive society. The multifaceted approach, ranging from financial empowerment to social security and health initiatives, demonstrates a firm resolve to uplift women across all spheres. However, sustained collaboration between governments, policymakers, and grassroots organizations is necessary. Equipping young girls with education, training, and career opportunities will further solidify their role in nation building. While progress is evident, continued efforts will ensure that every woman in India achieves her full potential, contributing to the nation's growth. Jai Hind.